Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Gopi Jana Vallabha Yamuna Tera Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
See if it is green color. Actually, we have to check the audio. Like this is coming down.
Yeah, here it should be green, here it should be red. After connecting red comes. But if it doesn't record,
No problem. Once we get the sound, then we will be able to know. No, not this. This is not how we check.
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
That's okay, but sometimes this goes off the like you have to tap it and see.
भगवान हरिनाम संकीर्तन की श्री श्री राधा गोपी वल्लभ की श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की श्री श्री गौर निताय की श्रीला प्रभुपाद की समावेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय गौर प्रेमानंद की ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्प्रदेशकारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Welcome all of you. You see, last three, four classes we have been, short classes, half an hour talks, we have been discussing on the importance of our morning program. You see, there are two reasons why one will come running to the morning program. One is, we have sufficient fear of Maya. Say, you are standing under a tree, and somebody is telling you, hey, can you climb up and get me mangoes? You may say, oh, I don't know tree climbing, you may say. But if a tiger comes, you will learn how to climb the tree. Suddenly tiger comes running. Who will you climb the tree? God knows, but you will figure out a way. Because there is sufficient fear. Another reason why one will some or other do anything in this world, because there is a higher taste. You can see in boy-girl relationship, sometimes people even go against the parents. And sometimes they run away also. Sometimes they even together commit suicide also. For the sake of that even mundane love, people are laying down their lives. For the sake of Krishna, who is our eternal Lord, who has done so much for us, why will we not pay this little price every morning by our willingness to give up and foolish sleep? So either we have a higher taste or we have sufficient fear of Maya. And if one has either of the two, one has a good reason to come running for the morning program. Otherwise, everything else, we may talk a lot, we may hear thousand lectures, and still we may not change. So the seriousness comes if you understand the importance or value of something, then only one can take it seriously. Like imagine you are invited you have been searching for a job for 6 months, you are not able to get a job. But one day suddenly in the morning you get up, you find there is an invitation from Microsoft for you, for a very, very high paying job. Your interview is at 10 a.m. in the morning.
No.
When I asked in a class,
No.
what time you will reach for the interview? One boy said, I'll reach at 6 o'clock only. 4 hours before. When you understand the importance, one will go running. Like when IIT Bombay, I saw early morning, 5 o'clock, 500 students were up. I thought suddenly how people have become so evolved in spiritual life, I thought. But it was this thing, what do you call it, cup, what cup is it? World Cup. World Cup, no? Some international match. India got qualified to go for it, so India was playing. So they got up so early because they have a very strong attraction for it. If you have attraction for something, you will get up. No matter how late you slept in the night, you will get up. Anyway, now today is till 7:45, till another 20 minutes we have time for question answers. You have questions ready?
Yeah, some questions.
Some questions have already come, which we are pending to answer quickly, without delay. Otherwise, any of you can ask here. Yeah, take this. Yeah.
Prabhu, we want to surrender to our Guru, but even present condition, we are unable to do so because of various things like job conditions. So, what shall we do?
What is the meaning of your surrender? I do not know. You may have your own understanding of surrender. Some grihasthas think that surrender means abandon the job, abandon everything else, and then fully be available, and that may not be possible for everybody. You may have some monetary obligations, or you may have some tender small children who are growing. They have, family raising obligations. Sometimes there may be health crisis for your parents. You have to earn money and offer them support and also physically as well as financially, you have to support them.
See how this
So everybody in this world is surrounded by so many obligations, and we have to find out how we can, do these obligations on one hand, on the other hand, not compromise on minimum practice. The minimum is, rise in the morning, do the aratis, chant the holy name, hear the Bhagavatam. Even in the midst of all this, obligations, one can practice spiritual life. It's possible, this much we can do. Maybe you may not be able to give all your time to Guru, but you can give part of your day to Guru. So morning for Krishna, day for profession, evening for family, you can divide your day like that. Then you keep giving, and then as your spiritual strength increases, Lord Krishna will clear your way in such a manner that you'll be able to completely give yourself. Next.
Yeah, there has to be charge. If we are not able to attend morning program, can we attend? These are so bad weeks.
Next, take the mic.
We need.
Get another mic.
Really, some people say that offline Mangalarati. How can we convince the people to go for offline Mangalarati over online?
On the importance of offline program, I would like to say a few words. In the path of Bhakti Yoga, there are many things prescribed, 64 regulatory principles given by Sri Rupa Goswami Path. Now, you cannot do pradakshina, correct? No? If you want to do pradakshina of the deity, keeping the Lord in the center, you have to go around 3 times, 4 times you do. So, if you want to do that, you have to go to the temple. If you want to smell the flower offered to the deity, if you have to eat the prasadam in the temple they are giving, if you drink the charanamrit, correct? Shatari you have to take on the head, isn't it? And also dance with devotees in the temple, personally going to the temple and taking part in the arati. These things can only be done if you physically go. Another thing I have seen, when people hear lectures sitting in the temple hall, Srimad Bhagavatam, they are pretty attentive and the speaker and they participate in the Bhagavatam very well. Of course, there are some fellows who will be sitting with their mobile doing sending SMS, even sitting in the Bhagavatam class also behind it. Some people will always be there like that, but most of the people, if they sit in the Bhagavatam class, they keep the mobile aside and they are very absorbed and they participate, ask questions, they feel the association taking some effect on them. On the other hand, if you are going to hear online, many times if your video is not switched off, then you may think I can relax and hear. You relax in an easy chair and eventually you go to sleep. Although you are, people are thinking you are joining online, but we are switched off. Or sometimes somebody comes to talk to you in between, either you are going to sleep. So in this way, you would see that our attention and focus is not as much in online because we know that if I switch off my video, nobody knows about what I am doing. So the concentration is not that much in that. Maybe there may be exceptions. Some people are, very much hooked to the speaker and they like to hear. Then online also they may be hearing very attentively, more than even the physical presence of certain, attendees. Likely. I don't want to make exception the rule. I am talking about, the general principle I am talking. Generally speaking, when you come personally to the temple, it makes a much more difference. And also the vibes in the temple, the spiritual vibes which you have, because hundreds and thousands of great souls have come there, they have danced, they have sung the holy name, they have taken darshan of the Lord and they offered prayers with a fervent heart. So the temple carries a lot of vibrations, spiritual vibrations. One boy was telling me he had failed in the examination and he was totally shattered. He went home and gave up chanting for a month. He was totally drowned in Maya. When he returned back after the holidays, college again, went to the temple and devotees were dancing and chanting in Guru Puja. Some devotee pulled him into Guru Puja and danced with him and all his depression got evaporated completely. And he became so jubilant. He said, I can't believe last 2 months of depression in one moment it was dispelled. When I took darshan of the Lord and I took some prasad and danced with devotees. So, but somebody says, why can't I attend the online Mangalarati? Okay, it's up to the individual. One should not be lethargic. If the temple is very near to your house, you have taken a house close to temple, you can always walk down to the temple. Walking to the temple is also devotional service. Padav Hare Kshetra Padanu Sarpane. Shiro Hrishikesha Padabhivandane. He says that with your legs, walk to the temple. With your head, bow down to the Lord. With your hand, Karo, Hare, Mandira Marjanadishu. You go to temple not for enjoying. You go to temple to serve. We should go to the temple to cleanse the temple, offer flowers to the Lord, offer fruits to the deity, isn't it? Offer some charity. So all these things you do when you go to the temple, you are actually going for performing seva. Somebody else can't just sit at home and enjoy. It's not an enjoying thing, it's a serving thing. Walking to the temple is a service. Like here is one devotee, Rishikesh. He has come all the way from, Syracuse. Close to, there is a Buffalo University. So it took him almost 3-4 hours travel by flight to come to Boston. He has taken out time to come. So that is devotional service. Why? Because he is taking a pinch to come. Correct, no? All the way to take out time and come. So on the other hand, he could have said, okay, anyway, Prabhuji will come on, then I can always go. But when we take some time and time out and trouble, you generally, for whom do you take out time? When you think something is very important, you take out time. Correct? No? Say your sister is going to get married, 15 days you will take leave. Because it's a once in a lifetime, sister is getting married and you will give up everything else aside and you will do it, isn't it? So, on the other hand, for Krishna consciousness, one may say, oh, take leave. Oh, Prabhuji, I have come for yatra, but I couldn't take leave. People say like that. If it is sister's marriage, you would have taken leave. So, therefore, if you consider something is valuable, something is important, something is absolutely necessary, you are desperate to get it, then you will take out time. Therefore, the consistency in devotional service also comes, the original root of consistency is actually understanding the importance and value. Let's see. Here are some questions here. Let us start from this one, yeah.
First is answer.
First is answer?
Second. In that only second paragraph.
Okay. Prabhuji, if we complete our rounds from 2 a.m. till 4 a.m. before Mangalarati, then which limba bhakti is effective to do after Mangalarati? Reading Srimad Bhagavatam. You can, if you have time after Mangalarati, then you can study Bhagavatam. That's very good. First you chant and then you study the Bhagavatam. Then you can do the Aratis. And then don't keep on reading Bhagavatam 2 hours. You can read Bhagavatam for an hour and another 1 hour you can do Aratis. Right? Because if Aratis are also important because Aratis are rituals and studying Bhagavatam awakens your spirit of Bhava. So spirit plus ritual is spiritual. So we need both. Philosophy and religion, both are required. Yeah. And studying Bhagavatam. Yes. We can study Bhagavatam and then we can plan and prepare for distributing books in the evening. Where will we go? We can make plans for doing seva. This is I am telling for those in the home. Those in the temple, if you have chanted also 2 to 4, you can again chant one more notes. Those are brahmacharis in the temple, we should chant with others. Those who are living in the temple, it's not that somebody says, I have already chanted in the morning, I will do my own thing. Everybody does their own thing in the temple, then temple cannot be united. Therefore, the chanting time in the temple, everybody should come together. Yeah, maybe half an hour they chanted before, at least 1.5 hours they should come together. Yeah. And Chaitanya Bhagavan Prabhu is asking, if someone gets up around 3 to 3:30 a.m. and need to go to office at 8 a.m., then what should be the best allocation of the sequence of timing among chanting, doing Mangalarati and hearing Bhagavatam class? So you got up at 3 to 3:30 a.m. Now, if the temple is very close to your house, then what you could do, you could, you got up at 3:30, so you got ready by 4. So half an hour you can chant. And then you can go for Mangalarati 4:30 to 5:15, Mangalarati Narasimha Tulsi Arati, and then this thing, 10 offenses and recite, and then 5:15 to, 6:45, right now? You can take part in the temple program, 5 to 6:45. Then half an hour you have time to go to home and do something at home. Then again you can come back for Shankar Darshan, and Guru Puja. And then you go home, take breakfast and push off. If home is very near, you can do like that. And while going in the car, you can hear the Srimad Bhagavatam. You can put on every day one Bhagavatam you can hear. If you are traveling 1 hour in your car, for the job, or you can put on your this thing. So in this way, you can make your morning very blissful. Or if your temple is far away from your home, okay, you got up at 3:30, got ready by 4, straight 4 to 6 you can finish your chanting. 2 hours so chanting is over. And after chanting 6 o'clock, you can do aratis. In Mangalarti, Narsimha Tulsi can be finished in half an hour. Uh, you know, and then 6:30 you can read the Srimad Bhagavatam for an hour. You have time. And then now that you are free now, then you can do some household chores and get ready to go to office. Okay? Yeah. And Sharanya, Hyderabad. If we live far away from the temple, will it still be effective to do morning program by ourselves? Yeah, maybe you can do one thing. In America, I am observing, as well as Rompal Maharaj has done a nice system, because the places are far, far away in America many times. So a group of grihasthas stay in one location, just like a honey comb. If you see, the honey bees stay together. Like that, a group of a dozen grihasthas stay in one locality near a university, and then they preach in university also, and these grihasthas take care of each other. They have one leader amongst them, like a mentor, and then the mentor puts up the morning program in their house, and everybody comes together. So that way you can make a team of devotees in your locality. You are in Hyderabad. In Hyderabad, we have this Bhakti Kutirs. We have a dozen Bhakti Kutirs. We have where the morning program also is going on. You can join, and you can immensely benefit. Even if there are 5 couples or 6 couples coming for the morning, it can be a pleasant morning program. Yeah. And Keshav Murari Prabhu, Gopal, Sir Kishore Murari Prabhu. If someone is serving as a pujari and chants in noon, evening or night, but tries to chant attentively, my question is, will he get the same benefit as someone chanting in the morning? What would be your suggestion? So what I would suggest, Kishore Murari Prabhu, you can approach your authorities and tell them, those pujaris who have late night service till 10:30, 11, they should not have the morning service. And those who have early morning deity waking up service, they should not have late night service. So those who are waking up deity early morning, they can sleep early. 8:30, they can be in the bed, get up at 2 o'clock, 2:30, they can chant their rounds, in this way, and then go to Pujari service. So they would have chanted most of the rounds. And then they can chant the rest of the rounds, during Japa time, like that. And those fellows who have late night service, like till 10:30, 11, they have to go. They may get up in the morning, say, get up at 4:15 and quickly take a crow bath, quick bath. And during the chanting time, they can chant. They don't have morning service. It will be nice if we can arrange like that. And Priyanshu Prabhu is asking, I am suffering from disease from very long time, over 2 to 3 years, and I have been chanting session rounds from my home, where my parents are very anti. My father drinks intoxication every day and use so much abusive language. My mind has become so much negative that I am taking my treatment, still the condition is same. What should be my mindset? Is Krishna taking my test? But I don't think that I'm that much faith in him to have that type of test. You see, you are saying that your father is only abusive words he is speaking, but Prahlad's father tried to kill him. Your father is not trying to kill you. Prahlad's father tried to destroy him, isn't it? Throw him away from the mountain, put him under the elephant's foot, put him in the cage of hungry lions, put him in the pit of snakes, and personally tried to behead him, taking the sword in the hand. So you go and watch the Mahan Narasimha Avatar movie. You will see what all Hiranyakashipu did. So your father is not so bad. He's only speaking abusive words. And because he's anyway a drunkard, drunkard's word should not be taken seriously. A drunkard is a fool. Why to take such people who are berserk, who are crazily speaking something? If you are giving importance to that, that means you are unnecessarily hurting yourself. No one can insult you without your consent, it is said. You are giving consent to him, insult me, therefore you are getting insulted. Because he is anyway drinking and speaking. You just hear his words with one ear and leave it with another ear. And apart from that, as far as your health is concerned, everybody born in this world has disease, Krishna says. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi, Dukkha, Dosha, Anudarshanam. Everybody, you have one disease, somebody else has another disease. You see, our body, there are three portions of the body. The top of the head to the chest, and then from the chest to the, hip, and then below the leg. These three, the kapha, vata, pitta. Kapha, pitta, vata. These three portions of the body. Somebody has problem in sinusitis. Somebody has a pitta problem in the belly, indigestion and all. Somebody has bone problem. So you will find every jiva will have one of these three issues, kapha, vata, pitta problem. So you should not be thinking that you are the only one uniquely chosen to give you disease. Everybody has disease. So when you understand that everybody is suffering in this world, then you understand it's a law of the material world. So then, okay, suffering is there. What to do? You want to put a full stop to suffering. Therefore, you take the Krishna consciousness seriously. You should know that medicine is going on. Which is the medicine? The holy name. Chanting of the holy name and hearing the Gita Bhagavatam. You are rightly situated, and all this disease, suffering will go away one day. Be patient. Be in the company of very seriously practicing devotees, and you can rise above this. And take medicine also. Go to the doctor. Do the needful, and then forget about the body. Worry about spiritual progress after that. Priyanshu Prabhu is asking, Prabhu, I am having a service of waking some children in base at 5 a.m. My chanting becomes disturbed in morning. How should I manage chanting my first 16 rounds as it becomes difficult to finish them by morning? Okay, because those who are staying in the base, waking them up also is a very wonderful service. So, how devotees wake up, I'll tell you. Devakinandan Prabhu in Kanpur, Juhu, and also Revitaraman Prabhu in Tirupati. I've seen they have a big bell. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. They make a sound at 3:30. Juhu, Juhu, even today also. Ding, 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 ding. You will hear the sound. Everybody will get up. So you can have a bell at whatever fixed time everybody agrees. You ring the bell, everybody gets up. Immediately go. 2 minutes it will take you. That's all. You don't have to go one by one and one by one waking up. That will take a long time. Just ring a loud bell. Everybody is up. Put on the lights, bright lights. Go back to chanting. 2 minute service. Yeah. And then Samiksha Kshisagar, she's asking, when we regularly attend morning program, then automatically all devotees around appreciate and glorify. How to protect ourselves from ego, false pride, and false prestige in this situation. So, if somebody says, oh, you're getting up in the morning, you're a great soul, you can say, oh, worldwide there are lakhs of devotees getting up. I'm not the only one getting up. What is so special about it? We can say like that. Secondly, we can say that, yes, I am getting up in the morning because my disease of my mind is much more than yours. You can sleep because already you have done homework in previous life, which I have not done. Therefore, I have to get up. There is one devotee who came to Krishna consciousness at the age of 65. And then he started chanting 32 rounds daily. 16 rounds before Mangalarati and 16 rounds after Mangalarati. Many brahmacharis used to go to him and praise him. Prabhuji, you are such a great soul. Even we brahmacharis cannot do what you are doing. He said, hey, you guys have already done from the age of 25. Now 25 to 65, I have missed out chanting. That I am compensating now. I am nothing great, he said. Like that you can say. You can try to see good in others and praise, they will run away from you. They won't praise you. And Gopijana Premadaji is asking, I have a challenge chanting the rounds in the morning with little baby and prep for kids to schools and cooking. Not having good sleep in the night due to the baby is another challenge. Please suggest. About this, our Urmila Mataji in those days in BTG wrote an article. She said mother's service is the most difficult service in this world. She has to change the diaper of the child which passes stool and urine. And she has to keep awake at night because child gets up at midnight. In the daytime, when mother is cooking, the child is sleeping at that time. Then the mother finishes cooking to come and take her bead back, child wakes up. He will start. So mother is wondering, till now I was cooking, now this fellow is not allowing me to chant. It's a great difficulty. She said that. So I would say that till the age of 2.5 or 3, mother's job is difficult. We can try to get the lady can try to get her mother or father to come and stay. Now what Indians are doing in America, 6 months one parent can come, other 6 months another parent can come. Correct? No? Because they both are allowed to come 6 months. So that way, whole year you will have either husband's parents or wife's parents. And they also will not come and stay full year also. Even if it is allowed also, they won't come. They also want to be back also. So that way you can get some support from the elders. When the elders are taking care of the child, babysitting when they are doing, you can go and chant. Go in another room and peacefully chant. That's one suggestion from my side. That's what I have suggested to some of the families. Because wife also needs her little peaceful time. Otherwise she will get stressed too much because of too much load. Everything coming on her. And Vaishnav Sharan who is asking. One devotee has asked, okay. Okay, my assistant has put one question from one devotee. He is saying, I stay in base. I miss chanting in the morning time due to cooking seva. Daytime college, my chanting goes till 10 p.m. at night. When I told the center in charge, he explained me that result of chanting is seva. And if you are getting service, you have to accept just like how a boy talks to his lover at night. Similar case in which chanting is done at night. Okay. So you see, your chanting is going till 10 p.m. because it's remaining. What do you do? Sunday is a good day to break this cycle. So, okay, Saturday night you chanted till 10 p.m. and you morning you are cooking and rounds remain. In the Sunday daytime you finish up your chanting and sleep at 8:30 in the night. If you sleep at 8:30, you get up at 2:30. Before your cooking starts in the morning, you can finish your chanting. Okay? That's the best way. Because during the Mangalarati chanting time, others are doing and you are cooking. So better you go sleep at 8:30 and get up next day. And morning once chanting is over, that night also you can sleep early because rounds are over. Shiva Chandra was asking, Prabhuji, a busy work schedule easily makes me slip into vicious cycle of sleeping late and waking up late. What practical steps could be taken to come out of this vicious cycle and to sustainably maintain a good schedule? Actually, the vicious cycle just now I was telling you, if your job schedule keeps you awake till 11 or 12, you are unable to change it. Then if you are sleeping at 12, get up at 6 in the morning. Take a bath, 6:30, 8:30, you chant. If you are sleeping at 3 a.m., some people are sleeping. 3 a.m. So 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. you sleep. 9 a.m. you get up, take a bath. Then 9:30 to, you have time, 9:30 to 11:30 you can chant. That's what I am telling people, especially those who have late night schedules like that. That's unchangeable schedule, what can you do? But in case you are keeping awake at night because chanting is remaining, that means, you should break that vicious cycle on Sunday, as I told you. And then sleep early, rise early, and chant as many rounds as possible in the early morning. That's possible. I would suggest all of you, you write down a journal on what you are doing after 9 a.m., 9 p.m. every day. So one brahmachari told me, 9 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. It's useless work I am doing. People hang around wasting my time talking. Now he started sleeping early. He sleeps at 9, gets up at 3. So we have to see how are we spending our time after 8:39. Mostly it's useless. Anukumari was asking, for me, it's so hard to chant as I feel sleepy. I feel strengthless in morning chanting. Prabhuji, give me your blessings, much needed. See, that is because you may be sleeping late and getting up early. That's one reason. You sleep at 10:30, 11 and get up at 4 o'clock. Say that I am going to attend Mangalarati. Then you feel drowsy. Another reason for feeling drowsiness, even if you sleep 6 hours at night, could be the stomach problem some people have. The stomach is not digested properly. Somebody ate some pizza at night. It's not digested. In morning you cannot chant peacefully. Another reason, even if you sleep 6 hours and you are feeling drowsy in the morning is, you have been sleeping at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock before. Just recently you have shifted your sleeping time. So the first 6 months you will feel little difficulty. First 3 to 6 months. Once you get used to this schedule of regularly, in time you should eat, in time you should sleep. Same time you keep doing for 6 months, you get used to it properly. And Naveen Kumar Tulasiram Prabhu is asking, after hearing your lecture, my 7-year-old daughter, she wants to chant few rounds before she is going to school. these many days we have to keep on saying chant, but nowadays she's coming asking, I want to chant in the morning. So thank you for so much inspiring. So we will chant one Haribol for Naveen Kumar's daughter. Haribol! She started chanting now. Very good. And Shiva Prabhu from UK is asking, how can I engage my 10-year-old daughter in chanting? She chants her 3 rounds, but only after my wife and I remind her repeatedly. How can we help her to get some taste for chanting? So regarding this, some of the children preachers like Umla Mataji and other people, they say that parents need not push the children to chant, but you suggest them that I will sit with you. Can we both chant together? Huh? Then they agree. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Like seeing the father chanting together, or mother chanting together, the children also chant. So you can keep one or two rounds to chant with them. They enjoy chanting also. And also, most of the children, they say that more things are caught than taught. They see and learn. So one father told me an interesting thing. He told his child that whichever standard you are, that many rounds you chant. First standard, 1 round. Fifth standard, 5 rounds. Eighth standard, 8 rounds. Like that. And that boy has been increasing. Correct? No? So by the time he came to college, he got initiated. And the child also agreed. It's a good logic. Whichever standard you are, that much you chant. All questions are answered now. Oh, we already crossed the time. Now it's going to, Shank is going to blow now. Is it? Yeah. So we answered. All the questions I have answered now. Good. Although there are many questions, I want to keep it short and yeah. And these notes I said I'll give. I just put the notes in the chat now, which I promised you yesterday. I'll put the notes. Yeah. So those who are in online, you can take the chat notes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I can say in the mic.
Similarly, like there are reading groups, programs that happen weekly or daily online. So how do you encourage the devotees also come to offline sometimes?
Yeah.
Or if they are always going to be online, then how to make them offline with their own capacity?
Correct. Yeah. Say online, if devotees are doing every day online reading, say 20 minutes, 15 minutes online reading they're doing, you can call them, say once in 2 weeks, come offline. Then offline, if they go to your home and read, they'll get prasad also. Online, you can't get prasad. Right? And that's one attraction. They may come. Another thing is in offline, you can sit in a circle, devotees, and then you read and then everybody discusses. That exchange between the devotees is very, very inspiring. They sit offline and read. Like Goswamis, you've seen how they sit in a circle and study Shastras together. How Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes to Tota Gopinath, correct, no? To hear Srimad Bhagavatam from Gadadhar Pandit. So in this way, if we keep that program a very inspiring program, where everybody comes together, that nice kirtan, correct, no? So, like Amaran Prabhu, for example, travels to many places, and when he goes, a lot of people come, and when he like to hear personally, when he goes, he has a lot of energy and enthusiasm for beating mridangam and doing kirtan ecstatically, isn't it? And they can watch him online also, but when they watch him offline, they feel more energy, more happiness. Similarly, whoever is leading, they enthusiastically put it up, start with 4 people, 8 people, it will increase over a period of time. Consistency is the key. You have to do it regularly. Yeah. Prabhuji, my morning में रीना माता जी asking, मैं मॉर्निंग में 6 to 8 राउंड कर लेती हूँ, बाकी काउंटर से नून में करती है, ये सही है? एक्चुअली काउंटर में करना उतना उचित नहीं है, क्योंकि जपमाला दिव्य है, माला में करना ही श्रेष्ठ है। और हो सकता है कि आपको ऑफिस जाना है, इसलिए आपको बाकी माला दोपहर में करना पड़ता है, तो आप छोटा माला रख सकती है, 27 beads का one mala counts. If you want a small mala, you can keep it, and after your lunch in the office, you can chant if possible. But counter chanting is not that great. Because if you are going to, if you are intending to get initiated, it is always good to properly chant the beads. And I think you are a housewife. Sorry, you are having a job also. Your husband is working. You are working. You are not able to do everything in the morning. Try to sleep early and rise early so you get adequate time in the morning to chant. Try your best. And Vaikunta Vijaya Mataji is asking, Prabhuji, it takes me more than 2 hours to chant 16 rounds, please guide. Probably your mentor has to check in what speed you are chanting. Some people chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This will take 2.5 hours. But when you increase the rounds to 16, you can chant faster. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Like that we can chant. You chant too slow, mind will wander also. Chant little swiftly. Prabhupada said, chant swiftly. Chant audibly. Pronounce clearly. Hear attentively. He said. So one shouldn't chant too fast also. Like that we should not do. Don't mumble, but chant clearly, at the same time little swiftly. Because swift chanting also leads to concentration. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Okay? So thank you all very much for your enthusiasm. And go through the notes actually. Whatever we discuss, it's all available in the notes. We can go through it. Thank you. Sri Prabhupada ki, Harinam Prabhu ki, Sri Radha Gopi Vallabha ki. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you. Who is that?